Welcome to Young Lives Lost, Gone But Not Forgotten, a series focused on young lives cut tragically short. In America, a child is shot every hour and hundreds die. These are their stories.
An update tonight in a search for a missing East Point teenager, Zion Foster. The Detroit Police Department now taking the lead on this investigation.
Police now searching for a person of interest, Jalen Brazier. 7 Action News reporter Nana St. Gilbonsu at the press conference and has the latest on the search for Zion. Nana?
Good evening, Brian and Glenda. Police want to speak with Jalen Brazier. They say him and Zion are cousins through marriage. Police Chief James White says on the night Zion went missing, she was with Jalen. Now, Zion, who is from East Point, went missing about 2 weeks ago. Jalen, her cousin, who police are looking to speak with, picked her up on the night of January 4th and took her to Detroit's west side, and Zion never returned home. Detroit police say they are taking the lead on this case with help from East Point because Zion's last known location was in Detroit. The FBI is also involved in this investigation. Chief White says he's calling on the community to help them bring Zion home safely.
So if anyone knows where he is, any correspondence with him, social media or otherwise, please let him know that the police department, the Detroit Police Department, the East Point Police Department would like to talk to him with regards to the whereabouts of our missing Mrs. Foster or Miss Foster's.
He threw her in a dumpster. Mother says cousin told her teen is dead. This is the ongoing story of 17-year-old Zion Foster. The mother of Zion Foster, who has been missing since January the 5th, says teen cousins told her she is dead. He said that my baby just died and then that he threw her in the dumpster like she was trash, Sierra Milton said. Foster, 17, left her mother's East Point home to hang out with her 23-year-old cousin, Brandon Brazier, on Detroit's west side. However, Foster never returned home. Milton said Brazier helped post flyers and was there for emotional support in the early stages of the disappearance. Then he was arrested weeks later. Brazier was charged with lying to the police during the investigation. I'm sitting there and I'm shaking. It's difficult to accept because he's been lying from the beginning, Milton said. Officials confirmed that Foster was last seen on January 1st near her home on Melrose Court in East Point near Grata Avenue and Topher Drive. Brazier picked up Foster at her East Point home to hang out, which they often did, and reportedly refused to tell the teen's mother where she was after she didn't return home, according to WXYZ-TV. Sierra Milton's foster mom said her daughter texted her that night and said she was coming home. When that didn't happen, Milton used her daughter's phone's GPS to track her location to the Greenfield and 7 Mile area in Detroit. Foster was officially reported missing on January 5th. A private investigator from Chicago who specializes in human trafficking contacted the local Ford defenders with photos of Brazier's vehicle, a Honda Acura. It was seen January 10th in Detroit and in Jesus Park. The car was spotted on January 13th in Waterford, but there were no photos of Foster in the car. Police did say that they recovered the vehicle shortly after. Brazier was scheduled to be arraigned Monday in the 38th District Court and is being held on a $500,000 cash bond. Prosecutors returned the warrant for further investigation, NBC Detroit reported. The missing teen is still described as a black 5'1" tall, weighing 120 pounds. Police say she was last seen in a Detroit Wing Company uniform, WXYZ-TV reported.
Update tonight in the missing case of 17-year-old Zion Foster, an East Point teen who was last seen early last month. Her mother says the search now for her daughter is to find her remains. CW50's Chris Walker has been following the developments since the teen went missing and joins us now with the latest.
As the search for Zion Foster continues, her mother, Sierra Milton, says she's gripping with the reality that her daughter won't be found alive. The grieving mother told CW50 Zion's cousin, accused by authorities of lying to peace officers in the investigation, allegedly made a shocking confession that he dumped the 17-year-old after she went unresponsive on the same night she was last seen.
Like trash. My baby in a dumpster. and then afterward proceeded to go get his girlfriend from work and carry on with life as if nothing happened.
Zion's mother says she's living with a pain that's unbearable because for weeks she says she's known about what allegedly happened the night on January 4th, but she kept the grisly details to herself to protect the investigation.
I can't even fathom. My baby basket. And I can't fathom her being just in a trash heap.
But Wednesday, after leaving a Macomb County courtroom for Jalen Brazier's hearing, she says she could no longer hold it in. The mother of 6 went to social media to vent and let the world know what she says Detroit police told her about her daughter's disappearance.
It's not a pain that you can escape from. It's not a pain that you can sleep away or cry away or medicate away.
Milton says Brazier picked her daughter up last month from her East Point home and never dropped her off. The 23-year-old man is facing charges in Macomb County for lying to police in a violent crime investigation, charges he pleaded no contest to.
And in this broken state, I still gotta take care of my other babies.
According to Milton, Foster's last location on her phone pinged on Greenfield near Vassar at Brazier's house. Milton says police told her Zion could possibly be in a landfill with little to no remains left.
I wish more so that they could find her to know what he did.
Detroit police have not confirmed to CW50 that a confession was made, instead releasing this statement that reads in part, "The Detroit Police Department continues to investigate the missing case of Zion Foster. We are working with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies around the clock. We've resubmitted a warrant package to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for multiple charges against Jalen Brazier. We have no further details to release at this time." End quote. Reporting in East Point, Chris Walker, CW50, News at 10.
"We're just trying to get our daughter back," James Roster, Zion's father, told the Detroit News. "All we want is for Zion to come home." Roster launched a fundraiser on GoFundMe to offer a reward for information or leads that could potentially bring Foster home. In his message, he describes his daughter as beautiful, kind, and smart, not to mention ambitious, an entrepreneur, and strong. "She's talented in drawing, singing, writing, and so much more," he adds. "She's got a heart of magic and always looks to see what she can do for others, especially family and friends." If you have any information on Zion's whereabouts, please call East Point Police at 586-445-5100. Jalen appeared in Macomb County Court on February 17th and pleaded no contest, according to Fox 2. The 23-year-old was accused of lying to the police as they continue to investigate Zion's disappearance. He was arrested on January the 24th. Zion has been missing since January the 5th. The 17-year-old is from East Point, Michigan, which is about 12 miles outside of Detroit. Zion had allegedly left her mother's home to go hang out with her cousin, but she never returned home.
A Detroit man questioned in the disappearance of his cousin has been officially charged this afternoon for allegedly lying to police. We're talking about 23-year-old Jalen Brazier. He is in jail on a $250,000 bond.
The judge trying to ensure he can't get out as Detroit police work on what we're learning is an arrest warrant for homicide. Darren Cunningham, live in East Point after attending the hearing and talking with attorneys. Darren, fill us in.
Yes, good afternoon, Glenda. Brian, the charges for Jalen Brazier are perjury charges. However, as the judge considered his bond, she did end up mentioning a request warrant for homicide out of Detroit.
Given the fact that there is a warrant request out of Detroit for homicide, if those allegations are true, it speaks to the dangerousness of this individual.
Prior to this revelation, Jalen Brazier entered this East Point District courtroom on felony charges out of East Point. 2 perjury charges in connection to the disappearance of his cousin, 17-year-old Zion Foster, last physically seen by her mother at their East Point home. But her last known location is with Brazier. While hanging out, January 4th into the early hours of January 5th. Brazier is accused of lying to detectives.
The statements he made to police, actively deceiving them on the whereabouts of Zion Foster, the health and safety of Zion Foster, in his interaction with her.
Investigators and prosecutors won't specify what he allegedly said. But as you heard in court, the judge revealed a warrant request for homicide out of Detroit. Wayne County's assistant prosecutor told me the office did receive a warrant request from DPD. However, that request was sent back to Detroit police for further investigation. 7 Action News asked Macomb County prosecutor Pete Lucido about alleged evidence in northern Oakland County.
That was told to me from a statement that was made through the news media that there was a car in Waterford. Whether or not it had a direct or indirect link on the individual, that's up to the investigation in Detroit.
Detroit police only saying that their investigation and work with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office continues. Public Defender Matt Licata, Brazier's attorney, says he was assigned to the case this morning.
He's in good spirits. He's indicated that he vehemently denies the charges, and he's looking forward to his day in court.
Now, if convicted, Brazier faces up to 4 years in prison. His next court date is his probable cause hearing, which is set for February 2nd. His preliminary examination is then set for February the 9th. Now, he received a bond of $250,000 cash or surety. The judge trying to make sure that he stays behind bars with that request or that warrant request for homicide out of Detroit. If he is able to make that bond, she ordered that he wear a GPS tether. Live in East Point, Darren Cunningham, 7 Action News.
She was reportedly wearing her Detroit Ring Company food uniform at the time of her disappearance. Sierra told Fox 2 Jaylin was initially helpful, helping her put up flyers in the days immediately following Zion's disappearance. But then he was arrested. "I'm sitting there and I'm shaking," Sierra told Fox 2. "It's difficult to accept again because he's been lying from the beginning." Authority believes Zion's death to be a homicide, according to CBS 62 Detroit. The girl's father, James Roster, told the outlet she would simply disappear. She wouldn't simply disappear. Tiara is calling for anyone with any information again regarding Zion's disappearance or whereabouts to come forward. "If somebody has information, please bring my beautiful, singing, talented, boisterous, happy, peaceful baby back," she told Fox 2. "You've seen me break down in moments on camera, but there are moments when I cannot breathe." Again on Wednesday, Brazier pleaded no contest as part of a plea deal. "His mother reached out to me and told me, we are both hurting. No, that's impossible. You hurt for one reason, and I hurt in a measure you won't experience," Milton said. Detroit police said they have filed a homicide warrant request with the Wayne County's prosecutor's office. As Milton continues to grieve, she holds out hope that her daughter may be found alive since her body has yet to be recovered. "If someone has information again, please bring my beautiful, singing, talented, boisterous, happy, peaceful baby back," she said. "I'm told a lot. You are so strong. I don't know how you look the way you look, but people don't see me past this point. You see me break down in moments again on camera, but there are moments when I can't breathe."
That hurt more. So, just such a beautiful person.
As Sierra Milton sat down with Fox 2, we got a glimpse at a mother's heartbreak by not having her daughter by her side.
I'm told a lot. You are so strong, I don't know how you can just look the way that you look, but people don't see me past this point. You've seen a few glimpses of me break down on camera, but there are moments where I can't breathe.
17-year-old Zion Foster reported missing on January 5th. Weeks later, her cousin Jaylin Brazier was named a person of interest. On January 24th, he was charged with lying to police. In court Wednesday, Brazier pleaded no contest in a plea deal.
He said that my baby just died, and then that he threw her in a dumpster. She was trash.
Foster's mom says Brazier helped post flyers and was there for emotional support in the early stages of Zion's disappearance. Then, in a stunning twist, East Point police arrested Brazier.
His mother reached out to me and told me that, we are both hurting. No, that's impossible. You hurt for one reason, and I hurt in a measure that you won't experience.
Fox 2 learned Thursday, Detroit police filed a homicide warrant request to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. While a grieving mother can only reflect on photos of her daughter, Sierra Milton holds on to hope since police still have not discovered Zion Foster's body.
If somebody has information, please bring my beautiful, singing, talented, boisterous, happy, peaceful baby back.
Brandon Hudson, Fox 2 News.
Again, this is an ongoing case, and anyone with any information is asked to contact the East Point Police at 586-445-5100.